as disaccharide and starch as polysaccharide for biocompatible transverse surface in medical devices. Our hypotheses are there. One of them is using non-aromatic diisocyanate may contribute to biocompatible properties of polyurethanes. And the second one is using saccharide as a corrosion linker and easy accessible agent may be carried out biocompatibility properties of polyurethanes. And the last one is using polyethylene glycol units may also contribute to flexibility and easy preparation of polyurethanes. As you can see from the image, we synthesized our polyurethane so that it is so transparent, so that we can use for coating in medical devices. For the synthesis part, we use hexamethylene diisocyanate as monomers. We dissolved in tetrahydrofuran as a solvent agent, then polyethylene glycol, PEG, and various ratios of Xylose, Sucrose, and Starch were added to the Diisocyanate solution with rapid stirring at 30 Celsius centigrade for 10 minutes, followed by the stirring at 90 Celsius centigrade for 5 hours to complete the reaction. One of the important things I have to say that is the isocyanate group and the hydroxyl ratio was kept constant as 1:1, and saccharide content was varied. As you can see from the below point, it is like 95 to 5, 90 to 10, and 85 to 15 respectively. And the linear polyurethane films were formed by casting the solution in a mold and then removing the solvent at 70 Celsius centigrade for 3 hours. We synthesized it, then what will we do right now? We will examine what we did. We did it right or not. So our synthesized schematics is here. Hexamethylene diisocyanate plus polyethylene glycol with the Xylose. We synthesized Xylose-based aliphatic polyurethane structure. As you can see from the Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy image from here, we used different kind of Xylose ratios. One of them is 5%, the other is 10%, and the other is 15%. And as you cannot see any kind of peak at 2280. That shows us that all of monomers has become the polymer, so that we achieved our goal. And also you can check these two reverse peaks from here. It's approximately 2,900. This is coming from the CH titrations from the synthesized polyurethane, and also this is coming from the 3,300 peak, reverse peak coming from the N and H vibrational torsions coming from that, so that all of these three indicators show us that we successfully synthesize our polyurethane, aliphatic polyurethane. And also we synthesized sucrose-based aliphatic polyurethane. As you can see from these schematics, how we did it. And also, in order to check whether we synthesized right or not, we also used the FTIR spectroscopy. So that we used sucrose 5%, sucrose 10%, and sucrose 15%. As you cannot see any kind of peak in like the previous one, Xylose, and also there are two peaks here, reverse peaks, and also there is one peak here. Shows us that our monomers became the polymers, which we want to desire to synthesize. Another one is starch-based aliphatic polyurethane. It is hexamethylene diisocyanate cyanide plus polyethylene glycol using starch. We synthesize these. As you can see from the previous FTIR images, you can check 3 steps so that you can understand you successfully synthesize your polymer. For the characterization part, also we did the TGA, thermogravimetric analysis method. It belongs to linear polyurethane, polyethylene glycol, Xylose. As you can see, there are 3 ratios here. One of them is 5%, 10%, 15% Xylose. And as you can see from the TGA graph, there are 2 main mass losses. One of them coming from here, and the other coming from here. This big mass loss is actually coming from the losing the segmented, the soft segments, and the other is this one is also coming from the hard segments. So when the Xylose ratios increased in our synthesized, as you can see that our TGA value is high because of the crosslinks, which in Xylose 15% is higher than the other ones, so that it doesn't allow to dissolve or lose the structure, polymer structure. And also you can see here our polyurethane images. And also the second one, for the second one we use sucrose, like as the previous one, 5%, 10%, 15%. It gives exactly the same. It changed actually just the temperature depending on the structure of sucrose or xylose or starch. And also for the last one, the starch is also synthesized 5%, 10%, 15%. You can see from here the images of them. And as you can see, the red one, the 15% starch, is only just caused by just one decomposition compared to the others. So that we can say that it has just soft segment copolymerization dissolved. And the DTA thermograms of Xylose, as you can see from the previous TGA values, thermograms, it actually, they are all correlated with the TGA values. I can definitely say that. Because as you can see from here, there are 1 and 2 peaks, so that they show us 2 different kind of dissolution of our polymers we synthesized. And also this is sucrose one, and this is starch one. And for the DCG thermograms and TG values of linear polyurethane polyethylene glycol Xylose, we have some TG values, such as for the 5% Xylose, it is minus around 38. For the 10% Xylose, it is the TG value is around the minus 21, and the 15% Xylose, the TG value is around the minus 20 Celsius degrees. And also for this one, sucrose, 5% is minus 17 Celsius centigrade. For the sucrose, 10%, it is minus around 16, and for the 15% sucrose, it is around minus 16%. So that you can understand that it is the TG values are increasing when we increase the amount of the sucrose, amount of the monomer, amount of the sucrose, or it propagates our cells so that it increases their number, their amount. So that's why it is bigger, they are bigger than 100%. So the total number will become larger than the beginning of our experiment. For the ultraviolet visible measurements, we did absorbance and wavelength. As you can see from here, 5% Xylose used for 25 milligram, 50 milligram, 75 milligram. Since we want to we want to synthesize a material, a polyurethane, which is transmitted. Also, we don't want to synthesize a material which is not absorbed. As you can see from here, the absorbance is near close to zero, and the transmittance is very high. For example, for this red one is around 70%. For the sucrose-based polyurethane we synthesized, also you can say that the transmittance is higher than the 60%, and absorbance values from 400 above the 400 wavelength. It is we cannot see any kind of peak in absorbance. For the starch polysaccharide, we used different amounts, such as we did the previous ones, 25, 50, 75. As you can see from the image, it is also transmittant, but the intensity absorbance after 400 especially, we cannot see any kind of peak in that, so that we can say that it is not absorbent, it is transmitted. For this one, it is starch also. We used 25 milligram, 50 milligram, 75 milligram. You can see the different kind of images of them as I ordered in line. So we increased the amount of starch. As you can see from that point, there will be no absorbance. Also, the transmittance was over than 80%. This image shows us the flexibility of our polyurethane we synthesized. So result, surprisingly, there have been little works published on renewable resources polyurethanes, and most of them are based on combination of these polymers with other natural resource materials such as soy, direct soy protein, starch, castor oil, and cellulose triacetate. Saccharide-based aromatic polyurethanes reported in the literature are just rigid chemical structure polymers and do not show flexibility property. However, in this study, by adding polyethylene glycol group to aliphatic polyurethane structure, these materials have much more flexibility, especially in medical device reduction properties. Thus, we prepared saccharide and PEG-containing aliphatic polyurethanes. They are good candidates for biocompatible transparent surface in medical devices. Maybe after all, you can think that in which application we can use our groups working. I can definitely say that we can use all of these information in laparoscopic surgeries, so that if we want to coat these metal laparoscopic cameras with our synthesized PEG materials, so that they will transmit the light. It will not prevent any optical transition, any different kind of optics, and also it will give flexibility because of the polyethylene glycol being used. For the acknowledgements, I would like to thank our university, İnönü University, Malatya in Turkey, and also I want to thank TÜBİTAK. This is our group, our members. This is our university's images. This is main campus entrance, and this is main campus. This is one of the second runner liver transplantation hospital in the world. And also this is a beautiful image from our campus. And also, finally, I want to thank all of you for listening to me.
Well, thanks a lot. As lunch is approaching, I think we can postpone questions to the lunch break. I would like to thank all our speakers of this session, again for their presentations, for sticking to the time schedule, and I wish you all a nice conference.